Vidhammer Fantasy.
Welcome back. Here's another Vidhammer news update for April the 14th, 2014. Did not do a weekly review last week because I didn't actually make any new videos last week. I did play some games on Wednesday, not over the weekend though. The Wednesday games were fun. I played some War Machine with some new characters. I did pick up a few new models. I picked up the Butcher and some Widowmakers for War Machine. Looking forward to using those. Don't have them painted yet, and it's probably going to be at least a little while before I can actually get them done. But I'm looking forward to at least, putting them on the board and seeing what they can do. Still getting used to that game and the intricacies of it. But it's fun. It's a kick. I did play one game of fantasy with Eric, other Eric, and he was working on a High Elves list, and I brought the Skaven again because that's what I've got. And I pretty much got my butt handed to me on that one. I don't remember very much about it because I kind of blacked out after the first few turns. But there was this kind of, go across the board, and then, some phoenixes came in and they fly over you, and then fast cavalry just reform and go around everything. I don't want to play a turtle game, but the only way to really defeat those flyers and fast cavalry is to play the turtle game. So, I don't know. I'm going to stick with my list the way I've been playing it for at least a little while longer, and if I do keep going up against lists like that, lists that have flyers and fast cavalry and stuff, then I'm probably going to pull things back and start playing a slave-heavy shooting list and start throwing a lot more mortars and warp lightning cannons and stuff like that in there. But as it is, I'm looking forward to keep playing the Plague Furnace in the upcoming games and stuff like that. To which I have been spending a very significant portion of what hobby time I have this week painting this thing, which I will continue to paint for the rest of my life. It feels like, it's like all of my free hobby time has been going into painting this thing. It's not done yet. I have not been recording it because I started recording the first bit of it, and very quickly I realized it was just going to take too much time, and I'm like, I don't want to sit there with the camera over me having to check that everything is focused and in view the entire time. I'm like, I don't want to do that. For a small, individual miniature, sure, because it's only going to take you, an hour or so. This thing is taking days and days, so I don't have that much concentration for that amount of time. I just need to kick back and watch some other stuff while I paint, because it's always fun to do. But if you do want something for you to watch, since I haven't been doing a whole lot lately, here's a relatively new YouTube Battle Report poster named Wahoo Warrior. I'll give you the link up for some things that he's got out. He's got about, 25 videos so far. Looking pretty good, as far as Battle Report stuff goes. It's always nice to have more content out there on the board. I am looking forward to putting some more content, even though I got a little bit burnt on the last one, which if you hadn't seen, I'll go ahead and throw the link up for it. It's the second Triumph and Treachery game that we played. And it is just over half an hour long. And that one took a long time to make and to edit. My original run through of the voiceover was over 40 minutes long, so I had to go back and rewrite a bunch of stuff and re-record it, and still it ended up being that long, and it actually ended up being about 35 minutes long, and then I just cut stuff out after I recorded the actual voiceover, some things I didn't need. It was just okay, chop that out, throw it away, keep going. But it still ended up. Let me know, as far as comments go, what you guys think of that one. If you like the length of it, if you prefer that to maybe be split in half and have two halves to it. The first half would probably be, in a video like that, the first half would probably be the army rundown, the game board setup, and the first couple of turns. second part would be, the remainder of the turns, 3 or 4, however many it would take to get through the game. Which was another reason why it took so many times. It took such a long time. We had several people playing. We played through 5 turns. We weren't rushed for time. We just played and it went nutty. Yeah. It was a lot of fun, though. It was a fun game. A nail biter and a lot of crazy stuff that Robbie threw in extra made it very entertaining. So let us know if you want to see some more of the Triumph and Treachery stuff. There is another Triumph and Treachery game slated to be played, another scenario that Robbie picked from the actual book. But we'll see when the time comes, because if I'm not playing in the game, it makes it really tough for me to make a battle report now, because the one that I'm working on and have been working on for a little bit of last week, started painting the Plague Furnace. I haven't worked on it, but I still have the final table game from Crucible 3, and I've watched the video and pieced together what happens in the first 2 turns, maybe just over the first 2 turns. There's still a significant more to go, but I have to listen to it, try to figure out what's actually happening, because there's so much background noise that I get a couple of words out of each sentence that is spoken between the actual 2 players. And then from that and from their actions and what die rolls I see happening and where they're removing models from and stuff, I have to try to figure out what just happened. Was that part of shooting? Was that part of combat? Was it a spell that just got cast? And try to piece things together that way. And if it was a spell, what spell was it? Look through what spells they actually have, try to figure out what caster actually cast and stuff like that. And sometimes I get it right, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes it just ends up being like, okay, some stuff happens here, and I really have no idea what it is. So you take your guess. Your best guess is as good as mine, and probably better in some cases, because it is Dark Elves versus Demons Chaos. Neither army I have actually played as since the new book came out. So my knowledge of both of them is pretty substandard. But as it always is, you're trying to get better at things. The only way to get better is to play and to hopefully do well, at least learn about your opponent, which will be coming up this weekend.
Yes, Mr. Katz, he's a fatso. Yes, him is very portly, and he wants to get right in the middle of everything, but not letting him.
Must stay on the ground. That is his job. Instead, he decides to headbutt the tripod. That's his way of saying hello. That's his screen time. Good job, Turdmuckle. Anyway, if you are in Sarasota or Tampa area or anywhere close by there, this Saturday over at DarkSide Comics in Sarasota, I will put a link up. Actually, no, I can't put a link up for it. But look it up. It's DarkSide Comics in Sarasota. It's the only one that's in Sarasota. This Saturday, there is a tournament there at 2,500 points, and it looks like there's going to be quite a few people there. A lot of people coming down from Tampa and northern Tampa and Brandon area and stuff like that. So it looks like it's going to be a good showing. Should be a lot of fun. There's no buy-in for it. It's free to play. If you actually get more than 16 people, you even get free pizza out of the deal, which is sweet. So if you're in the area and you've got your Saturday, go over there and check it out. There's also an Iron Painter event going on that starts the same time, noon on Saturday, and they will actually be painting until noon on Sunday. I really wanted to be in the next Iron Painter that they were going to have. I would like to have gotten, some on film and stuff like that. But the thought of going and actually playing in a tournament and then staying over afterward, I just don't think I have the strength for that. As soon as the tournament's over, I think I'm just going to be wanting to crash and let my brain shut down. So maybe the next time they have an Iron Painter, I'll be in on that one. We'll have to wait and see. If they do, I'm hoping to bring some Storm Vermin and actually paint them up nice. Because even though I have painted Storm Vermin, they could do with a little facelift, a little doctoral help in the Hollywood fashion. But that's it for me for the last couple of weeks and the upcoming week as well. And look for some battle reports coming up soon. from the upcoming tournament, which should be good. I'm taking Skaven again. I'll be taking that thing too. We'll see how it holds together. It'll be nicely painted, so of course everybody that I face is going to want to blow the crap out of it as soon as they get a chance. So I just like to say in advance, screw all of you. You're not touching it. It has like a 1+ rerollable invulnerable save because it looks nice. That's it. I'm out. You guys keep fighting.
There's Eric. He beat me up. You can see the little smile on his face. You see it right there?
It's not a smile, it's a smirk. I don't know what else you do.
It is. There's some like condescension in that smile. It's like it's right on the bottom side. He's hiding it. It's on the other side of his face. He's trying to keep it, but the condescension is there.
That's a good point. Oh. Famous.
Deal 9 wounds, only kill 2 guys.
There's a big difference.
I take it Robbie's not going well in this battle right now.
This man right here has never shown his kids Star Wars.
You're a failure.
What?
A failure as a father.
The original.
God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the
Oh, so you've only showed him the new...
ones? You showed him the ones?
What kind of a dad are you?
Get the out and don't come back until you have corrected yourself. He's banned from this store. He's banned.